So you've been trying to create a list since like a long time and you're trying to be organized, it seems. I've got you. We'll be creating a really good list and I'm going to be telling you how you can create a really good to-do list that will actually work for you. This is not a scam. This is not just tips like create a list, write what you have to do and just do what you have to do. No, we're not doing that. We're going to create an actual list that will work for you, and I guarantee that. See, I personally do that, and I personally think that it really works for me. And you can try it, and if it works for you, then that's good. So let's make our perfect to-do list. Before actually going on to creating a to-do list, I want you to please subscribe to my channel. There's a red button that is down below and you can actually press that and subscribe to me. It is free and you just don't have to pay anything for that, and it will really support me. Second of all, please like this video because it takes a lot of effort in making these videos, and also share it with your friends if you think this worked for you. Don't forget to share your results with everyone in the comments down below, and let's just get on to the video without wasting any time. So the first tip that I want to tell you is, like, first of all, get yourself a diary. Not a big one, not an expensive one, just a very inexpensive diary. You just have to write your to-do list in them. Like, a diary is very important. I personally keep this diary for myself to write my to-do list, and you can create or like keep any type of diaries. I have a lot of diaries. It can be a small one or a large one, whatever you like, but just keep a diary so that you can keep like a note of everything that you have to do, and you're not writing your to-do list in different places and just forgetting where you made your list. You have to be organized, and a diary will definitely help you in doing so. Second of all, you have to write everything beforehand. What I mean by this is, like, when you're at school, for example, you'll have to write like stuff. Like, your teacher told you that you have a test on Monday, and that's a very, very, very important test, and you don't want to forget it. But I am very sure that you'll forget it and you'll not remember it by the end of the day. So when you are told about your test, I want you to write it somewhere, or like write it in your to-do diary that I just told you to make, so that you don't forget that you have a test, and you don't forget to write about the test in your diary, so that you don't forget to prepare for your test. You get what I'm saying, right? Hope you have divided your to-do list into one portion, and the second portion, one portion is for school stuff, second portion is for extra stuff. We are now actually going to prepare a to-do list. Those were some things that you need to do in order to actually organize yourself and actually not forget that you have to do stuff. And now we are actually going to make a to-do list. I want you to write things which are a priority to you. So for example, it is a Friday and you have holidays on Saturday and Sunday, and you really wanted to be productive on Saturday and Sunday rather than just wasting time and just sleeping and just eating around. That's not productive, and you really want to use your time in something that might help you in the future. So I would say that first of all, think of your priorities. Just think what all you have to do and what all, just like things that come to your mind first. Those are your priorities. So see, first of all, create like a rough priority list. Like, first of all, write priorities on the top, and then just start writing your priorities, whatever comes to your mind, like whatever you have to complete, like just write that. And then once you have done that, boom, you're done with the first step. Second step. Now moving on to the second step of preparing the to-do list is to think of what you really need to do. Like, for example, most of the students will be requiring a to-do list. So from a student perspective, first of all, when you're writing priorities, you write about stuff that you have to submit, projects that you have to do, or writing work that you have to complete, or also stuff that you have to study for tests and everything. Second of all, for the second portion of the to-do list will be stuff that you need to do, but they are not a priority. They can be done afterwards, but you really want to complete it. For example, you have to study for a chapter that you are not very confident about. So that's not like very, very important. Like those stuff, like tests and everything are. So that will be coming in the second part of the list. First part was priorities. Second part will be our want to do but not important. We are done with the first part of our to-do lists. Now we have the second part of a to-do list. The third part of the list will be to actually write stuff that are not related to your studies. Remember, we are talking about the student perspective. So I've written like school stuff and stuff that we have to do according to school. So for the extra stuff, I want you to write stuff that are not related to your academics. Like for example, you need to buy grocery. So you'll write that in extra stuff. So that is going to be according to priority again. So that is your second part of the list. So use that as the second part. Don't mix up both of the parts of the list. Now coming on to the final part of the list. Final part of the list is organizing it into like proper sections and properly as they have to be performed. So you will be creating 2 sections again and then writing everything. First of all, you have to make like 2 columns or like just 2 separate pages where you'll be writing Sunday and then Saturday. As I told you, we're taking an example of a Friday and you're preparing a list on Friday and you have to do work on Saturday and Sunday. So you're using 2 pages for Saturday and 1 for Sunday. And that's how you create your to-do list. Look at your list. Now for the things that are like priorities to you or like stuff you have to do. So there was like 3 sections, right? First are priorities and what to do but not important. So I want you to mark those things which are extremely important in both of the sections so that you remember that these have to be done no matter what. Then you have to pick up those important things, those extremely important things, and put it on the first day. Like it's a Saturday, right? So you have no hurry for anything. So you have to write those very, very important tasks in Saturday. And then those not so important tasks, like those are important, but the rest of the stuff from the extremely important stuff into Sunday, so that even if you're not in a hurry, you can just do stuff, but you have to complete it. So you'll have a day for that and you will be completing the important stuff on Saturday itself, so you don't miss out on anything that is very important. Now for the implementation of the to-do list. Most of us create a to-do list, but we don't know how to really use that to-do list and to really complete our stuff. So I'm not going to miss out on that topic because everyone needs it. So how to implement your to-do list really requires discipline as well as motivation. If you're not disciplined or you're not motivated to do your stuff, you will never be able to complete it. So to bring on discipline, first of all, you have to think of your day, what all you have to do throughout the day, and then just be like, ignore stuff if you have extremely important stuff to do. Like on Saturday, just don't. We're taking the part of our to-do list. So on Saturday, as you have extremely important stuff to do, don't go out on that day. Set your priorities straight so that you really can complete your work and they're not like pending, right? It's just logic. If you want to go somewhere or you have to meet your friends or do like extra stuff or just do stuff for your entertainment, do it on Sunday because you don't have those extremely tasks set up for Sunday. Second of all, how to bring on motivation. So the motivation comes on when you make a to-do list. Second of all, I would like to recommend to write those tasks on a piece of paper and just stick it in front of your study space or wherever you do your work. Just stick it in front of you so that you don't remember that you actually created a to-do list or you actually have to perform extremely important tasks and you really remember them and really implement them. That is the source of motivation, I would say. So summing up, I just want to say that if you find these tips helpful, please do share your experience in the comment. This is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.